Circle the greatest common factor of 36xy squared and 12x squared y cubed. So you just circle what we have in common. 2's, 3, 1x, 2 y's. So then you do 2 times 2 times 3. So 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 3 is 12, and then it's 1x, and then y squared, because there are 2 y's. Which property is demonstrated by the following? We moved the parentheses, so it is the associative. We need to solve number 3. And we start with 7 minus 5x equals a negative 5x minus 6x plus 7. Draw your line. If you have anything that's alike on the same side of the equal sign or greater than less than value sign, you combine them to start. And combining means you add. So a negative 5 and a negative 6 makes a negative 11x plus 7. So I'm just rewriting the entire problem after combining those. It doesn't matter which side you take it to. So I am going to have my x always on the left. And that makes it a positive 11x plus 11x. So a 11 and a negative 5 makes a positive 6x. Bring down the 7. Have 7 on that side. So then I subtract 7. Right? Subtract 7.
Yeah.
So now I have 6x equals 0. Divide by 6, divide by 6, and x equals 0. Because you can have 0 as the numerator. You cannot do it if 0 would be the denominator. Ebert used to make $22 an hour but got a 10% raise. How much more will he make in a 40-hour work week with the raise? So I have to take $22 and I need to take it times 10%, right? So I take it times 0.1 because 10% as a decimal, you go 1, 2. So that's why I got that. And then I have 1 decimal place, so 1 decimal place. So then I take $22 plus $2.20. He is now making $24.20. Okay? And then I take that times how much? Huh? 40 hours a week. I'm just going to hang out that 0. 8, 16, 8. And 2 decimal. There's something, I'm doing something wrong here.
And then you have to multiply.
That's what I got.
Then you have to,
No, that's not even right.
You have to multiply 22 and 40 and then subtract.
Yeah, cause now it asks, so this is how much he made with the raise, but it says, how much more will he make? So now I need to figure out, it's 22 hour, he used to make $22 in a 40-hour work week. So it was $880. So I needed to figure out how much more, so I'm going to subtract. So he's now making $88 more. Because it just said how much more will he make. So I have to figure out the $22 an hour, which is his original, times 40 hours a week, figure out what 10% more is, which was the, $2.20, so he is now making $24.20. Times that by 40 hours for a week, and then you're finding out that he's making $88 more a week. So if you just think, if you get a 10% raise, that's quite a bit of money a week. $88 a week, that's quite a bit. Yes?
When I did the, like, 1/10, I did 1 and 1/10, so I didn't have to add it later.
Yeah, you did 110,
Yeah.
cause you figured out 110%, which then you moved it 1.1, so I didn't have to add, and you still got the $24.20. Yep. Saves a step. Number 5. 22 minus 6x is greater than 4. Draw my line. I'm gonna box up my negative 6x. So I'm gonna add the additive inverse, which would be a minus 22 to both sides. If I have a positive and a negative, that means I need to subtract, and what's 22 minus 4?
18.
And it's going to stay a negative 18. So now I have a negative 6x. Box up my 6, divide by negative 6, divide by negative 6, x. And what's 18 divided by 6?
3.
Okay, I was dividing by a negative. So when I divide or multiply by a negative, I have to switch this sign. So it's now going to be x is less than a positive 3. And it's positive because a negative divided by a negative is a positive. 6. Solve and graph the inequality. So I have a negative 19 is greater than g minus 24. Draw your line, box up the g, add the additive inverse. So I have a positive 24 and a negative 19, so that means I need to subtract. So what's 24 minus 19?
5.
And it's going to stay positive because that's the bigger number. And 5 is greater than g. And I'm going to rewrite that. G is less than 5. It said we had to graph it. So here's our line. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'd get a negative 1 in there. And g is less than 5. So it is an open circle and pointing to the left. Write an inequality for x that would give this rectangle a perimeter of at least 300 feet. So how do you find the perimeter? Add up all the sides, right? So I'm gonna first say that the perimeter, oh, you guys can't see that. Perimeter equals 3 feet plus 3 feet plus x plus 5 feet, and I gotta do that twice, plus x plus 5 feet. Are you guys with me on this? So I've got 3 plus 3, these are all alike. 3 plus 3 is 6, 5 plus 5 is 10, so what's 6 plus 10?
16.
So I have 16 plus 1x and 2x's, so it's 16 plus 2x. And it says it needs to be at least 300. So it needs to be greater than or equal to 300 feet. And I don't have to solve it. All I had to do is write that inequality. So first you had to figure out what the perimeter would look like, which is 16 plus 2x. And then you need to say it's greater than or equal to 300 feet. Eight. At your job, you are paid $50 per week plus $3 per sale. At least. So when we're seeing the words that say at least, you know you have to have an inequality. How many sales do you need to make in order to have over $250? So if I make $50 a week plus $3 per sale. Do I know how many sales I have? Do I know how many sales I have? No, so that's gonna be my letter. So it'd be 50 plus 3 times x has to be greater than or equal to 250. Now I need to solve it, cause this, it says, how many sales, so I better solve it. So now I'm gonna draw my line, box up my 3x, subtract 50 from both sides. I'm left with 3x is greater than or equal to 200. Divide by 3, divide by 3. Gonna come over here and do 200 divided by 3. 3 doesn't go into 2, but it goes into 26 times, which is 18. What's gonna keep happening? It's gonna keep repeating, right? So I got 66.6 repeated. So because it's a dollar amount, I better round up to the nearest dollar, okay? So that means x is going to be greater than or equal to 67. You guys understand how I did that one? Alright, go ahead and take a picture. Go ahead, Kim, you can stop that for me, please, thank you.